So I wore some ripped jeans to work the other day.
Yeah?
And I don't know if you ever wore ripped jeans, but there's always someone that still thinks it's a funny thing to say.
Someone from 1890.
Yeah, that still thinks they're the first person to make the joke about your ripped jeans.
Did you know your jeans have a hole in them? Did you buy them like that?
You need some new jeans, don't ya?
Ah!
Every fucking week, new movies get released. How does anyone ever see these? There are too many movies.
Comedy gold.
Yeah.
Those fucking people.
Yeah, that's been a thing apparently lately, is people on stream, like, just not being nice to their pets. Have you seen that?
Oh, no, I was talking, yes, but I was talking about the people talking about ripped jeans.
Oh.
It's the same person that would say, like, you know, if there's like an issue with the cash register, be like, oh, well, I guess you're paying for it.
Yeah.
Guess it's free.
Yeah.
Do I look like I have control over anything in the world? I'm behind a counter. Like,
I guarantee you, like, there has been some dad that's like, they have waited to not do that for so long to like make a shit joke. You know what I mean? And then all that pent up like dadness like reached a pulpit where it's like, you know, he was at a cash register and he's like,
it's all free.
isn't it free?
Aneurysm.
Massive stroke.
Yeah. Massive stroke.
Number one cause of boomer death is pent up dad humor.
Just pent up dadness.
Welcome to There Are Too Many Movies.
Welcome.
Hey,
Hi, I'm Chris Collins.
I'm Josh Rodriguez.
I'm Alex Wilson.
And this week we watched Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Scary stories to tell when to dog. What was their demographic for this, do you think?
Dude,
I don't know.
The trailer, that was interesting.
Trailer's one thing,
Yeah.
movie's
All right.
another.
But before we get into the review of that Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, let's talk about what we've been watching. Alex.
I've been watching, I watched all of The Family on Netflix.
Okay.
Which
The Family?
Yeah, it's a docuseries about, it's basically just the Illuminati for white people. It's like a secret society in Washington that
The
controls.
Illuminati is white people.
Exactly.
No, I mean the way the Illuminati has been marketed. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Rockefeller.
Yeah. But yeah, all that shit. But it's like it goes into detail about all this other shit and like this one guy that was apparently a part of it in the 80s and he got out and blah blah blah. And nothing's gonna happen.
So Scientology.
It's pretty much. It's U.S. Scientology.
Tight. Would you recommend it?
It's interesting. It's anxiety inducing, but it's interesting.
All right.
That's good. I'd say yes.
Josh?
Cold Justice.
Yeah.
Nice.
But it's not available anywhere to stream.
They took it off Netflix?
Yeah.
Where'd you find it?
I paid for it.
Nice.
What?
Yes. I am a consumer of entertainment.
You did
And
it.
I purchased a whole season of television.
Wow.
I know.
That's actually an ordeal in 2019.
It seriously
digital
is.
or
Yeah, digitally on
Okay.
iTunes.
okay.
Granted, I had a gift card. But I will say that I did purchase it with my own money. So there you go.
Good job.
Yeah. That gives you like a weird existential crisis now because you're like, well, what if it shows up on Hulu or Amazon or Netflix or
Right.
Yeah.
What if somebody buys the rights tomorrow and dumps 10 seasons
Right.
of Cold Justice on Netflix for free?
To be fair, my girlfriend really wanted to watch it. And she's like, well, we're going to watch it. I was
this is happening.
Okay. She's like, is there something else you wanted to use that for? That iTunes gift card? I'm like, no, I guess not.
Shout out, Carly. But you're enjoying it.
Yeah, it's really good. I don't hold a grudge against her whatsoever.
I'm
didn't-
enjoying all those hours.
I've been enjoying 8 episodes for $15.
Dang, that's
Hey, man. Oh, to be fair, that's 8 hours of entertainment. And, $15 for an hour and a half is what we spent on Scary Stories.
a disposable fleshlight is $15, Chris.
Yeah.
I don't know actually.
So you'd say No, never mind. Not even gonna go there. All right. So, Cold Justice. Anything else?
No, it's really good. And to your point, dude, I like the detectives a lot in that show. I don't know
Yes.
if you've ever watched it, man. It's really fucking good, dude. I do love me some cold cases. Let's open up them cold cases.
Let me open up your cold.
Who's your favorite guy they team up with?
Dude, okay. What's his fucking name?
Is it Johnny Bonds?
Johnny
Yes!
Bonds. He's got the biggest dick imaginable, dude. He just they're like we have to interrogate this man. I'm going to call the best interrogator I know. And then it shows her cut to she's like, "Johnny, how soon can you board a flight to Carolina?" Fucking next scene, his big fucking dick, and he's just sitting in the interrogation room just like, "You did it, didn't you?"
Just giant Texan guy, just like
This giant Texan with his he doesn't have a leg. Like that's a dick. That's a fucking dick that he's got right there.
That guy's awesome.
Just fucking like the biggest dick energy imaginable. He's just slaying at all times.
Watch Cold Justice.
Like his dick has cold cases. You know what I
It's
mean?
murdered.
That's awesome.
Johnny Bonds. I wouldn't be able to fuck with that guy. He's
Dude,
just
sounds awesome.
just a unit of a human being.
Yeah, it's weird. He knows like which tactic to go for like interrogations. Like if they're gonna be tough, he's like, I'm gonna go this, and if they're gonna be like sensitive, he's like, I'll do that.
He has a record for how many confessions he's gotten out
That's
of
awesome.
interrogations.
That's awesome.
Like, can you imagine? Like, I can't convince Carly to be like, hey, let's not watch this because we have to pay for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he has a way to be like, you murdered somebody. I'm going to get that out of
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, I mean, yeah, I did.
Yeah, I did it. I killed him.
If he just walks in and sits down, she's like, and then they're just like, I did it.
I killed him.
Yeah, he's just like a fucking cold the whole time. Like, hey, you motherfuckers ain't gonna get shit out of me. Johnny Bonds comes.
Johnny
and sits
Bonds,
down.
he just fucking
Boots the
his
door.
open.
But like it's like when it flies open, his foot's not even in the air anymore.
Yeah.
it's just like the door just went boom, and he's just there.
with a Diet Mountain Dew in his hand, just like, let's get it.
It's time to get that confession.
Just a big red motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
Big red Texan.
Hell yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Well, I'm gonna watch
Like
it just for that.
his complexion is red, and he's always wearing a red T-shirt.
Yeah, he's like Tiger Woods.
To exaggerate the red on his.
Yeah.
Well done.
I'm emphasizing what you think is unattractive about me. I'm going in it.
Yeah.
I'm going further.
I bet red is a power color.
Yeah, dude.
That might be part of his.
He's got power skin, if that's the...
Powers.
He's a superhero. He sounds like.
Yeah. Johnny Bonds.
That's awesome. I'll check that
How you
out.
doing there?
I finished Euphoria.
Yeah,
the
same.
season finale of Euphoria, which I don't know if we'll talk about review wise. I know you finished it, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'll say this: it is worth watching for the cinematography and the soundtrack and
For
the
sure.
mood alone.
Yeah.
It's cohesive. Just style and visual language, they did some revolutionary shit,
Yeah,
in
and
my
they-
opinion, storytelling wise.
The
like,
tension they built through the whole series.
the tension, and they did camera tricks, but also the way they did montages and storytelling,
Mhm.
where it was like, they would do someone's past,
like someone ice skating or whatever.
yeah, or they would fly through someone's childhood, and it was like dolly in, whip, dolly in,
Yeah.
whip, dolly in, whip, and it's like all these moments in his life, and it's just he's just getting older and older, and it was just like
Really well done.
really interesting, just visual language the whole way through. So that alone, it's worth watching. The plot, a lot of people were disappointed with the finale.
Yeah, I think the narrative fell off in the last one
Yeah.
simply so that they could sell a second season, I guess.
I think if they didn't, the thing about what I dislike about continuing series is sometimes they don't consider the ending of a season a writing checkpoint. So sometimes they'll be like, oh, well, we have another season, so let's just keep, we don't have to wrap anything up. And that seems like what happened here, where it was
Yeah.
like they spent 6 or 7 episodes building up all these plot points, and there were a few things that they wrapped up really well, but there was a lot of stuff where it was like, hey, the whole fucking point of this right now
Yeah. Like it was just glaring in my head.
Yeah,
I
it was just like, what's going to happen with that thing you've been building up this whole time?
Exactly.
Nothing. So season 2, I guess, is when that'll happen, which is super annoying.
Yeah.
Overall, though, it's definitely worth watching, even though a lot of people were a little disappointed with how it trickled off.
Granted, I haven't seen the series at all. I think that there are pros and cons to like really wrapping up everything at the end of something and then sort of starting anew with the second season. Mm-hmm. But when you get something like creators and writers, that stuff changes. So it's kind of difficult if you want to keep this one secular story sort of continuing on. Like
you'd have to guarantee yourself.
Think of Aliens.
Yeah.
Have you remember Aliens, where Sigourney Weaver's character saves Newt?
Yeah.
From this. Wait, no, that's the first one.
No, because she's the only survivor in the first
all right,
one.
yeah. So it's the second one where she saves this little girl that was trapped on this spaceship, and like those are the only 2 survivors. And in the third one, they begin it by saying, "Oh yeah, Newt's dead." Like, wait, huh?
Get over that. Deal with that. That's.
It's like
know that.
It's almost as if all of Aliens just didn't matter. Because she ended up dying anyways.
I find
all I wanted was, if you spend so much of a season waiting for something to happen and building something up, you can,
it stands to reason. Yeah.
Resolve that and then start a new problem to carry you into season 2. I don't want to skip off into the sunset at the end of a season each season, but I do want. It's my philosophy on finales is the same as a pilot. It has a purpose.
Right.
Yeah.
To me, a pilot needs to be interesting, hook you, and leave you wanting more. You have to hit episode 2, or you can't wait for episode 2. That is the point of a pilot.
Right.
The rest of the season can trickle, go in and out of interest, and whatever. The pilot needs to make you go, "Holy fuck! I need to watch episode 2."
Right.
That's the purpose of it. The finale, the purpose of it is to wrap up things and then create a new problem for the next season, in my opinion.
Well,
they failed there.
It's not like HBO has a history of failed seasons.
Right. I was thinking the other day how weird it is that other generations will have a totally different opinion of Game of Thrones entirely because of how tarnished season 8's reputation is.
We were talking about that the other day. I was like, it's crazy how tarnished it is. It had some great seasons.
Yeah.
Probably it was regarded as one of the best shows of all time until this season.
Up until the newest season debuted, everyone said this is the greatest show on television.
Up there with Breaking Bad, The Wire, all that shit.
Whether you agree or disagree, it's a controversial point. But at the time, there was no denial that it was right up there because of how they developed characters, the story arcs, the fucking deaths, and you never knew who's gonna fucking bite the dust.
Boom, boom, boom.
And then fucking Wise and the other guy, just Benoit.
You should call them like the 2 horsemen or something.
I know,
like
the famine and war.
Like they fucked it up so hard.
Seriously.
They're like, we got a Star Wars movie to work on. Let's just.
What is the Star Wars movie, by the way? Do you know?
No fucking clue.
Who fucking cares?
The
story of how R2-D2 got his beeps.
In before they're fucking.
He was programming R2-D2.
It's a Jar Jar Binks.
Beep, boop.
Oh my god.
It's the birth of Jar Jar Binks, a prequel.
They're going to retcon episode 1 to make Jar Jar the Phantom Menace. They intended.
In all seriousness, though, is it not like a separate Star Wars story that has nothing to do with like the saga?
What?
That's going to be like an episodical kind of thing?
I would imagine so. I mean, episode 9 is wrapping up the mainline story, right? So it's like... But it's such a big universe with so much money to be made. There's no way they'll be done, especially with Disney having just bought it.
Well, and the Star Wars world being opened up at Disney World,
shit,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like that's...
Yeah.
It's...
I want to go there. I'd go
it's
there.
far from over.
It's only just begun.
Yeah.
To be Disneyfied,
Yep.
as they say.
So, anyways... Euphoria, pretty good.
Cliffhangeriest of cliffhangers.
Yeah, great. It's fucking great fucking show though. Style. A lot of people.
Yeah,
Zendaya,
she's awesome.
She deserves an award
for sure.
for this.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Like everyone in that show. That's one of the few shows where every character I'm totally invested in.
Yes, exactly. They did a really good job of that. Like
Even Game of Thrones didn't do that.
No.
like
for me.
Like Zendaya is kind of the main character, but everyone pick. It's like you
Everyone-
can watch this and pick a main character.
Yeah, everyone I feel like gets their own episode almost.
Yeah, they do basically. But so worth watching. Some people say all style, no substance, but I think it's really good.
It's quite good.
other thing I
Those are
watched.
the same people that think fucking Drive is a shit movie.
Right.
Basically.
You can eat a dick.
Yeah.
Like,
Go watch Too Old to Die Young.
Style is a part of it, you motherfuckers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine Steve Vai without his faces.
So the other thing I was watching is The Boys on Amazon Prime, and check it out because
It's
it's
like
great.
a spoof superhero show, right?
Basically like a darker.
Watchmen, right?
It's like Watchmen dark comedy.
Okay.
Yeah. It's based on a graphic novel. Seth Rogen
Oh shit!
produced.
Cool.
So it's good. It's
I
really
love Carl Urban, man.
good. He kills it
fuck
in the
yeah.
show. By
He's
the way,
so fucking awesome.
he's a white The Rock.
Yeah. And I always thought that he would make a great, like, younger Bruce Wayne Batman character, like year one Batman.
Totally.
And
Yes.
Whenever
Fuck yeah.
we did have the old show, for listeners that didn't know, we had like an old podcast. We talked about Ben Affleck's casting as Batman, but before that, when the rumor mill was sort of going around, I was all for Carl Urban being Batman. Like, that would have been so fucking sick.
Still would be. That'd be dank.
But he's too short,
Really?
unfortunately. Yeah, that's like that's the whole.
He doesn't,
knock on him.
look that short in the show. There's tricks. Tom Cruise is the fucking
was
biggest
just
action
thinking that.
film star of all time.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And he's like fucking 3 feet tall. So
I think Carl Urban has that fucking. He's got a
The
scowl.
jaw.
Yeah, the jaw, the scowl, the fucking and Dread. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
The
just
deep voice.
fucking watch Dread. Like, that's
great.
all you need right there.
another movie with really underrated style.
And the fact that he was comfortable enough to be like, yeah, I'm never taking the helmet off because Judge
the character.
Dredd doesn't do that. And I'm going to fucking act my dick off with half of my face.
Yeah. All you see is my mouth, and I'm gonna kill it.
Yeah, I'm going to fucking murder it.
Yeah.
And speak like a comic book character. Like, it's one thing for a movie or a screenplay to have like comic book-esque dialogue. It's another thing to perform it as a comic book. Like, whenever he's about to shoot that guy in the fucking face and he's like triggering the gun to like do different modes and shit. He's like, "What'd you call me?" He's like, "I said hot shot." And he fucking shoots like a essentially a flare into the guy's mouth and like burns him from the inside out. That is a comic book panel.
Right.
Like, you could see the fucking bubble
Exactly.
Bam.
Yeah, exactly. You can see that as he's saying that.
Like the chiller font in Hot Shot.
Yeah, like I said hot shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could
Hell
just
yeah.
see it.
Hell
He's
yeah.
so fucking brutal.
Fuck yeah.
All right, so let's get into the review before we do an hour-long podcast. on
Scary
what we've been
stories.
watching. Scary stories. You can
Woo.
tell in the dark.
Scary
Who wants to kick it off?
stories.
Go ahead.
I mean, how do you delete someone else's movie?
Dang.
I mean, yeah, it was
Okay.
pretty lousy, I'd say.
Yeah, I agree. So let's start with someone said at the beginning of this episode. I don't know if we were recording or not. What's the
What was the demographic?
So when the trailers, I was like, oh shit, Guillermo del Toro, fucking this looks big spooks. Let's get in
Like,
there. Get in
it's-
there for the big spooks.
It's scary stories. I think growing up, we all at least have the artwork is sort of burned
Totally.
into your memory of scary stories. Like, it's the original creepypasta. The original.
You never saw that book from
Nope.
like Scholastic Book
Nope.
Fair or anything?
Straight up.
Scholastic Book Fair.
Straight up, I thought that Scary Stories was the name of the movie until like the day we went to see it.
Oh,
I thought it was
wow.
just called Scary Stories, and I kind of buzzed through the trailer. I didn't really watch. I was like, I don't know how I saw the trailer, but what it made me think was I'm just gonna watch a bunch of little short films on a little different,
Like an anthology.
yeah, like I thought I was just gonna
Like
watch
Creep Show or something.
Well, that's
Yeah.
kind of how I thought it would be too, because
Yeah.
I saw the same characters throughout different stories in the trailer, and I thought it was just them as different characters, but the same actors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it would be like legitimate, like 3 or 4 short stories,
Right.
in just an hour and a half, like Grindhouse or something.
Exactly.
That's what I thought I was going to see, like straight up different shit.
Well, but you don't get that anymore, man. Like, the last Creep Show, that's a great series of films. The Creep Show movies.
Dude, I love that because like you don't have to invest too much, and you're like, oh, what's next?
Right.
What's the one after
Yeah.
that?
Just
What's it?
campy B movie shit.
Yeah, it's
Because
just fun.
there's something fun about short horror stories. The
Yeah.
creepypastas, the fucking malevolent manicotti. You know what I mean?
Malevolent Manicotti.
What?
Is that your name for the big fat monster?
No.
Okay. That's perfect.
Creepypasta, whatever.
Oh, nice.
Frightening fettuccine. Okay, anyways.
That's awesome.
Anyways,
I just got it.
That's awesome.
Got that whole joke.
the fact that horror stories can be short like that makes it a little like even more terrifying because you don't know what happens in the middle, the fucking beginning, or the you know what I mean. It's just like a little tidbit, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, and it makes those characters more frightening, in my opinion. Because a whole movie with the pale lady would have been pretty fucking
Exactly.
annoying.
Yeah.
And honestly, that scene was, you know, it was over before it was. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's like, all right, I'm pretty over this. Like,
Yeah.
like you had mentioned.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
So demographic of this movie. The trailer made me think it was like super spook. Like,
Right.
Like really crazy character design, like whatever. And it's Guillermo del Toro, who is like known for these crazy practical character designs. That's like his.
Yep.
I feel like his. You know, from Hellboy.
That's his niche.
That's a
like,
style, for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, yeah.
And Pan's Labyrinth, like these crazy monsters that are just like
I forgot about Pan's Labyrinth.
they're spectacles.
Yeah.
So it's like the way he illustrates them though, it is so hard. Like when you go back to Pan's Labyrinth and it's like this character has a whole intro of he puts his hands up and then his eyeballs into his hands. And
Yeah.
then he goes like this, and that is so. It like gets this whole setup scene and it gets this whole
Yeah.
lore, and I don't know. It's not just like there's a monster.
It's unsettling while telling you something about the monster.
Yeah, it's hard
Yeah.
to explain how he does it, but he has an extra layer of attention to his monsters. I think.
Or that monster with like a tower looking face.
Oh yeah,
Like that's fucking awesome.
yeah, and
You don't
know-
see any of those. They're all CGI in this. For the
Are
most
they?
Part.
well, they're a mix
Well,
of
Harold,
CGI.
yeah.
I just wish there were more. Honestly,
Yeah.
like each time a new monster came, I was like, "Oh, fun!
Yeah,
Like, oh, a new
cool.
story's being written."
Exactly,
I'm like, "What's this
yeah.
monster gonna be?"
You legitimately have 3 monsters in this whole movie.
Really?
Really?
That's it.
It
It's
felt like
the scarecrow,
yeah, Scarecrow,
fat lady.
And the gangly man.
Oh yeah.
Gangly Man. What about the fat pale? Oh,
That's
you
the
said
pale
the
lady.
pale
pale
lady.
lady. That
That's
was it.
That's it. I mean, you have the Sarah Bellum. What's her name?
No, you had
Cerebellum.
the toe monster.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
4.
The big toe.
So I guess 4.
Yeah, but still, it's
Yeah,
like
I would just been like, go all out. Give me 6 or 7 different
Yeah.
stories. Like,
Yeah.
I just wanted more. Like, what's the next monster? That's a cool monster. What's the next one?
Yeah.
Like, that's
Yeah.
all I wanted. Like,
they could all die. Just show me the monsters. I could give a shit if the girl gets out.
for real,
Yeah,
for
like,
real. Yeah. So, but right when we sat down in our theater, bunch of kids.
Really?
Yeah, lots of kids.
So I was like,
Huh?
and then throughout the movie, I was like, this isn't a kids movie either, though.
Yeah, there are weird. It's
It's PG-13, so
like
they got shit and all that.
the
Like, they could say
swastikas
shit
around the
and
town
all
and shit.
What?
You remember that one
the Nixon
asshole
poster
kid?
has like a swastika on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then like that kid like drawing like wet back on the kid's car. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah. And, well, dude, the also the Nixon thing was weird because I thought there was gonna be they focused on that so much. I thought there was gonna be some sort of plot tie-in.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
no, it's just like here it was this time.
Yep.
They're just setting it up.
Just Vietnam.
Just letting you
is
know
all they were
Vietnam
saying.
happened.
Yeah.
In case you forgot.
Yeah. I was like, I thought like Nixon was gonna get
Nixon's
chased
a
by
monster.
The,
Yeah.
chased by the gangly man or something.
Right.
Do you think we're supposed to? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they're trying to imply this at any point in time. Do you think they're setting up Nixon so much to allude to Ramon's character,
Like
What do you mean?
like how he's a draft dodger? Do you think they were trying to like
I
sort
guess,
of
but I was-
illustrate that, like, why is this kid on the run? Blah blah blah.
Why does Nixon have to anything to do with it, or the election?
What?
Like,
Yeah.
like the election was always on the TV. They were always
Yeah,
talking about
like-
voting. They always cut to Nixon posters. Maybe it's just because of the political climate now. There was sort of a metaphor. So
I guess.
Nixon, Trump /
Yeah.
immigrant / maybe
I
that's
guess
why.
so.
Here's where they fucked up. We have no idea.
Basically.
Yeah.
So when we got to the theater, bunch of kids.
Yeah.
Also, let's talk about that theater for a second. I'd like to.
Yeah.
'cause Kind of sucks shit.
Where'd you
It was-
go?
A Studio Movie Girl Plano.
Oh, dude, they suck. I went to the one in the Colony.
Alamo does it for somehow does it. You can order food and it doesn't feel like a burden on your movie. But this was like a restaurant, and then there was a movie kind of playing.
I know. They
They
don't
what
get-
it felt like. I didn't even feel like the fucking lights were dimmed the whole way. Like that. Like there was times where I was just like, it doesn't even feel like I'm in a theater
It's
right now.
so wrong the whole time.
yeah.
like-
I felt so uneasy the whole time. Like I don't know. It was just a lot of hustle and bustle. The waitress and the waitresses were just kind of like
they
phones full brightness. Like instead of like the order cards,
Yeah.
like they literally were just like phones like full brightness walking around the corner like, what do you want?
Yeah, and then they walk directly in front of you without like.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Whatever.
like I get your job sucks and all, but
Yeah.
so does everyone else's.
It's just kind of
You have to imagine that Alamo probably treats their employees better.
Yeah.
Well, to me, I didn't want that experience to. I'm always conscious of the setting that I see movies,
Same.
and I
Yeah.
didn't want it to make me hate this movie. But
Yeah.
like, I really the movie wasn't drawing me in
No.
either. Like I
Yeah.
was just like, it wasn't that scary. It was. The one cool thing about it to me was the monsters.
Yeah.
I just want to see his character designs,
Yep.
his thing, and like that was just that got it to like be like watchable.
But those aren't his character designs.
No, he he just produced it, but
Yeah.
it still has the Del Toro.
It
Right.
wouldn't have been
It's-
that without him.
It's
Right.
his adaptation, I guess, of the illustrations from Scary
Those
Yeah.
illustrations are scarier, by the way.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You should look those up because
Yeah.
they're just.
Yeah,
Especially the Thing. Do you remember that one? Mm-mm. It's a zombie essentially, but I mean it's fucking awesome. Like he's, I think he adapted those characters really well. Like those monsters, there just was not enough, and I think we'll bring that up more than once. I mean there just wasn't enough there to really. I don't care about the plot.
Yeah.
no,
Don't
you
care
give a
about the
shit.
kids.
People are in trouble because of a fucking book. I just whatever.
There was one moment in particular that I thought to myself, like, I am checked out. And it was when the girl was like, we don't read the book. And I was like,
Yeah.
I swear to fucking God.
Yeah. Then she says the book reads us.
And I was like, all right,
You just start sinking lower in your chair.
dude, I was over it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty disappointing, dude.
Yeah.
I definitely feel like I think kids would totally grasp the concept of an anthology.
Yeah.
They would totally get it, dude. When I saw Creepshow when I was probably 11
Exactly.
or younger than that, maybe 9 years old, that freaked me the fuck out. But I liked it. I was down for it. You know what I mean?
How all the Twilight Zone movies are. They're just anthologies.
Yeah. They should have just stuck with that. They should have just stuck with an anthology.
Yeah.
series.
I also want to talk about how they like we said, we didn't really care about the plot. I'm gonna kind of fast forward to the end here, but so I there were times where we audibly laughed, by the way, which were moments that you're not supposed to laugh.
Right. It's
Yeah.
like, wow, that's awful.
I kind of felt bad because like we were enjoying it in a different way.
Yeah.
And people were like, whoa, that was crazy or whatever. And we're just like, that was fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly. One moment was, I think, during the resolution of the plot, right towards the end, she's like, you got to go back to where it all began, and she's like, okay. So she runs back to the house where she found the book. She busts in. She goes, God damn it, Sarah, stop writing these stories. That was an actual line. Like she just busted in and goes, God damn it, Sarah, you got to stop writing these stories.
I don't even remember that. I must have just been like,
That was really good.
It's like, that's not the first thing you try, just yelling at her.
right. Dude, there was only one moment that I thought was actually like, well, there's probably a couple of moments that are kind of all right, but like the part where the kid is hiding in the closet and he peeks out and it's just that woman with the dog,
fucking creepy.
that legitimately unsettled me for like a second.
that was creepy. The big toe monster under the bed, that was creepy.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. That was cool. And then maybe the first minute or so of the pale lady in the
Exactly.
hallway, in the red room.
Yeah.
That
Like,
was
I
cool.
get it. He's trapped.
Yes, it was like 25 different fucking shots of him going hallway, hallway, hallway. So at a certain point, I liked that he was being funneled or whatever. But then when it really started to get close, I was just like, dude,
Duck and roll.
you have more than 4 directions to run. There's a full 360-degree spectrum you're completely neglecting. He was like, forward, back,
Yeah.
left, right. I'm fucked.
It's
And like, not for a second did he think like, okay, this fucking tree of a woman doesn't know like what juking is. Like, I could
Exactly.
possibly fucking give her one of these.
He didn't boot her in the face.
Yeah.
No, yeah, didn't even try. It just kind of was like accepted.
He
it.
hugged her.
Yeah, he just
And
accepted
she just,
it.
no. And absorbed him.
Just Bajan booed him.
I'm gonna eat you. That would have been better.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah,
But I liked her expressionless sort of like, I don't know why you're so scared.
Yeah.
No.
yeah.
That makes it a little more unsettling.
You're right
No.
though. She needed a sound effect though. Like
Yeah.
she needed like a little like when like well maybe just for us
But
because we
like-
would think it's funny.
Yeah.
But she's smiling that whole time. So what if she was like,
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be fucked up.
yeah. No, you know what would be. What if like when she finally hugged him, it was just like the Windows XP shutdown sound? And it's just like.
That would be fucking great.
oh God. But I mean, for one thing, it's like you build up these characters like what's his name, Chuck, the one that gets absorbed by the fucking pale lady,
I hated him, by the way.
and then Augie who gets eaten, or I don't fucking know, by the tow woman. Mm-hmm. That are just never seen again.
Yeah,
I guess that sets up for the sequel or whatever.
There won't be a second one, but
It made money though.
I don't know. I mean, first of all, the child actors in this not good.
Terrible.
The only good one was the main girl.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
about to say she's really good.
Yeah.
Zoe,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
M. Coletti. I'll fucking call her out. I thought she was really good.
yeah. Everybody else was like you said. I hate the that kid, the one that got absorbed by the pale
Yeah,
lady.
dude, the fact that he made multiple chicken jokes and did a chicken impression in the movie, I was just like, how?
Granted, he didn't write it.
Yeah, but
that kid wasn't good.
Yeah.
wasn't good.
I mean, like, when you're a child actor like that, you got enough to work with, man. You
Yeah.
got enough to work with.
Yeah,
Look at fucking Finn Wolfhard. He made a career for himself.
look at Stand By Me. They're smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, he was essentially some fucking nerd that played Dungeons and Dragons with his friends, and now he's the model for some huge fashion company. You know what I mean? It's like, he fucking did it.
yeah. Well,
Raise the fucking content, man.
Yeah.
Raise
Yeah.
it up.
Try.
Zoe did that.
try.
Ramon did not do that.
Nope.
Augie did not do that. Well,
Also-
Augie was good.
okay.
I liked him.
I like that they tried to back away from the fact that like the whole town hates that kid because he's Mexican.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh, I have a switchblade. By the way, I do have that. I am Mexican. I have that." Like,
oh yeah, they were like the stereotype.
Yeah.
Like before, like hey, you have a switchblade, right? And he's like,
No.
and then like later pulls out a switchblade. I was like, oh,
Like-
well,
Well. Great job.
yeah,
Just bad all around.
whatever. One of the things about the kids being lost too that I want to touch on was like, you'd think at the end, you know, when they resolve this book thing, like
Yeah.
they're gonna, I don't know, fade back into existence. I don't even care how, you know, they'll just
Yeah.
be like, the crow guy falls
Whatever.
off the pole,
Yeah.
or,
Yeah.
or the other people just kind of like appear, whatever. Like, oh, he's under his bed. Oh, there. Oh, where was I? Whatever.
A Doctor Strange portal. I don't give a shit.
You think they're gonna come back? Nope. Just like, oh, we're gonna
Definitely sequel.
Yeah, and it ends with an ADR line, by the way, which tells me they never wrote this in
Jesus
until the very end.
Christ.
Yeah.
They're driving away in the car, and it was her saying, "We're gonna find him, and we're gonna go in there and fix it all."
Oh
and blah,
my
blah.
God.
And then it was them driving away. You don't remember this or something?
I must have blocked it out. I
was
did
just like-
I did
he was
not like this
tuned the
movie.
fuck out.
Dude,
Yeah.
I did not like this movie. Did not feel it.
Yeah.
Okay. On the positive side, though, let's put a little ray of sunshine in this terrible film. Harold the Scarecrow. I thought that scene was really well done.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I thought that
and
was
that kid's in Euphoria.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He plays a really nice person in Euphoria, which is
Like the
cute.
one nice person.
He didn't fit like a bully type in
No,
this.
dude.
the
He
whole
had to
time
be
I was
like-
like, someone fuck this kid up. He's like 80 pounds.
Yeah. He's
It's like
got
if
that skinny ass neck. I'm just like, dude, like no.
Imagine if
Skinny
I
neck,
was
it's not
walking.
happening.
He's got
Imagine,
thin bones.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
like-
could just punch his elbow,
Yeah.
and break his arm.
Doesn't have a jawline.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
He's just like, hey guys.
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Weird casting. But you did hate him. He was a little weasel, so
yeah,
that's why.
He's-
I suppose.
yeah, he's got the weasel face.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for like a non-traditional, like you don't have to be a 25-year-old fucking bro to be a bully. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
bullies come in all shapes and sizes.
Yeah.
I suppose.
But he's really good. I thought in this he was like acting wise, I feel like he elevated it a little.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what you were saying, where it's like he took what that character was and it made it like
Authentic.
creepy
A person.
and drunk and like really
Yes.
exaggerated. Like
Yeah.
it was just he did something with it at least.
Yeah, I believed his character that he
Yeah.
hated everyone. He was
Yeah.
just drunk and
Yeah.
all that shit.
And he's really good in Euphoria.
And then when he gets stabbed through the chest by that fucking scarecrow,
Yeah, it's rough.
and then he's like turning into a scarecrow
that
himself.
was cool.
That was really
down
cool.
down with that, and
Yeah.
like his wounds started like hay and shit started to like billow out of his
Yeah.
skin. That was fucking cool, man.
Yeah,
I like
There's
that.
there were some good little moments in it.
Mhm.
Like overall, it was just more of that monster shit, man.
Yeah.
I wish I just had like an hour and a half of just different fucking monsters chasing people.
We
I
haven't
don't
even
care.
brought up the gangly man, really. To be
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that
to
was
be
a
fair.
cool monster.
Yeah,
that was a cool monster, and it was also cool in relation to Ramon's character. Because he had talked about, I mean, you know, it's a bullshit storyline, but he had talked about his brother being shipped back from Vietnam, which is
In
why he doesn't want to go
pieces.
Yeah.
in pieces.
Oh, I didn't get that.
And
Nice.
then the gangly man comes in with his fucking head rolls down the chimney and his fucking arms and shit like that.
I like that cop though, and he's just like, "What the fuck?"
yeah,
Like,
and he started shooting it.
Yeah.
that was one of the moments we laughed
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like-
the head falls through and he's like, what the? Dude.
yeah.
Doof, doof, doof.
Bullets just don't work.
And then the gangly man like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
That was cool.
That was a cool scene. We were
I like
also
the-
laughing when he came out of the police station. Like they were running, they shut him into whatever.
Yeah.
And they run out of the police station. They look back and he comes out like upside down, like a spider. Like
yeah,
we just started fucking
Yeah.
cackle laughing, and
dying.
no one else. Full theater, by the way. And no one
Everyone was
else.
like, ooh.
Yeah, we were like,
they're like, "Oh, they're on acid."
yeah.
I liked the sound design. Shout outs to sound design for all of his movements and stuff. Because it's like actual bones, like
Yeah, that was cool.
That's cool.
Like whenever he would go from a state
articulate, and
Exactly.
contortion, or whatever.
he would like switch from one position to like the opposite, and it would like break all of his bones. You
Yeah.
could hear it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That was fucking sick. I liked that little aspect of it. That
Yeah.
sound design there.
Major inconsistency. I mean, this is every horror film, but major inconsistency and speed on that guy, which
Oh,
was
yeah.
super annoying.
Oh yeah.
Like for example, the Scarecrow. Like he was like going through the fields and he hears something like, and he like turns around and it was like far behind him and it was fast. And he's like, huh? And then he turns around and it's right in front of him, implying it's like super fast. And then when he starts running from it, it's like,
Well, it's all just to build up dread, I guess. You know,
what?
it's all just to build dread, I guess.
I guess it's just fucking speed of
The-
monsters. Doesn't
the only
It
thing was,
doesn't
like-
ever make sense.
The only thing of it running, it's like whenever he confronted it, it still had the pole inside of its body.
right?
So like, how
Yeah.
is he carrying the pole with
Good
him and
point.
planting every time he's like?
Yeah,
ready to
it was.
move?
Yeah, like I bet if you just picture it, it's like a lot funnier. Like if you
Like a
see what's
pogo
like,
stick.
yeah. And he's like, oh, I gotta get ahead of him. He's like, just kind of waddles, and then he's just like, here he comes.
Here it comes.
Yeah. It's like it's funny when you picture what monsters have to do in the background
Yeah.
of like certain scenes.
Being a monster's hard.
But we got to see it with the gangly man and like his fucking movements and shit
Yeah.
like that. I love that. That was pretty cool.
He was good.
Didn't like so much that it was like super CGI'd. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah, but how else can you do it?
well, fucking look at Suspiria. I'm not trying to say.
Oh,
I'm not trying to say that they
point.
should be at the level of Suspiria.
Yeah.
Because that's a fucking amazing film.
Yeah,
But they did some really cool shit with like a contortionist, you know?
Yeah. You could have mixed it up a little better, I bet.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
it looked like this is a digitally enhanced,
Yeah.
computer generated thing.
You know, that's a good point
Especially-
because
yeah.
most of Del Toro's stuff is super practical.
Yeah.
At least a blend, which, but for the most part, it's always very practical and interesting. And like the Pale Lady, everything but her face is practical. The Scarecrow is practical.
Yeah,
what's the other guy?
The toe thing.
Toe guy was practical.
The
And
pa-
then-
yeah.
And then the
The Pale Lady was practical for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my favorite was the what was the other one that was fucking? Would we name all four?
I think so.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, I guess the spiders that could be one, but
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not
I forgot
really.
about that.
Even that was a little that was practical, sort of like her like bubbly face,
But-
that pimple.
Yeah,
Oof.
just makeup basically.
Gross as
But
fuck.
of the monsters to choose from in all of the Scary Stories books, the red spot.
Yeah, I mean, it's an easy way to freak out like a young girl who just concerned about her beauty, I guess.
That's fucked.
I don't know.
That's like ties right into insecurities, like teenage insecurities.
Exactly.
That's fucked.
Yeah, but like, show me a fucking demon that's gonna eat children's feet or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, I'd
You know what I
rather take
mean?
that.
Like,
For
show
sure.
me something satanic as fuck, please.
Speaking of that Spider Woman, like I loved that you didn't like that happened, and then we heard nothing until the cop later said, "Oh yeah, she's in a mental hospital forever." It's like, huh? Wait,
And
what?
Wasn't she in the car at the
Yeah,
end, too?
and then at the car at the
And
end,
then at the end,
she's
yeah.
like, I'm in the
Yeah.
back seat.
Yeah,
Like,
tee I made it. They broke me out of the mental hospital, I guess.
You have a hole in your face, right?
Yeah. Okay. Look, I was just like, okay, my fucking brain can't even like
I know. I know.
unscramble this. So that plot was she didn't die from her spider attack or whatever, and then no one talked to her, no one said anything, and then they were like, well, we were able to save her, so we can save everyone else. We saved her, and he's like, you didn't save her. She's in a mental hospital forever.
yeah.
And so I guess when the book resolved or whatever, she's fine now. Is that because she can leave the mental hospital because something
Did Sarah
whatever
write
made her
that
mental?
in?
Huh?
Did Sarah write that into the book?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, she's fine.
And happily ever after.
Yeah, I don't know.
She's not afraid of spiders
Fuck.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
She's like, let's move north.
And if that's the case, why did it lift for her and none of the other characters?
Well, she wasn't trapped anywhere. She just got attacked by spiders.
So,
So, like, okay.
are you questioning logic and
Yeah,
realism? in
right. This is like
that's my
Primer.
point. Where it's like the things that inflicted each person. If it lifted from her, why didn't it lift from the other people?
Do you think the movie would be better had the very end shots essentially is her driving down the road with her dad or whatever, and then like she's in the back seat, the red spot girl. Instead of that, would it not be a little more fun, adventurous, whatever you want to say, if that scene is instead her trying to break that girl out of like the asylum that she's in or something? You know what I mean?
I mean, then it just
that would be a whole other conflict, though.
that seems like a tacked on conflict. I don't know.
If anything,
Super
or
extra.
breaking her out, like maybe like getting her out of the hospital or something.
Maybe even at least
Like
getting
consoling
her, out.
her
Yeah.
in the fucking like some fucking like cafeteria or something like that where she's all fucked up.
Yeah, like
and she's
she,
there with her.
or like she walks out of the mental hospital, like, and you can see she's okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
And then they get in the car. But the fact that it was like resolution, cut to car, I'm all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like,
Yeah.
no, that's not. You
So
can't do
something
that.
a little more like a part of the story versus
Yeah.
like, wait, how did we get here?
And she has like a slight scar telling you it's the girl
Yeah.
with the red spot. I was just like, oh, I'm fine. Terrible.
Dumb,
Yeah. Shit.
dumb,
Garbage.
lousy,
Trash.
PP.
Caca.
doo doo.
All right.
Bad. All right.
That was
Not great, but fine.
Scary stories to tell in the dark, guys.
Enjoyable because of the monsters only. Slightly enjoyable.
Yeah. I would definitely say don't go see it.
Yeah. I'd
Wait,
say that too.
real quick though, 1 out of 10, go for it.
Between 1 and 10, on a scale of nope to yep, I'm going to give it a nope.
That's a nope for me.
It's a nope.
Yeah.
Nope, nope, nope.
Nope across the board.
But I wouldn't put it on my bottom worst films of the year.
no,
Oh,
no.
no.
It's not satisfying, but it's
No.
not.
not
It's
trash.
not for me.
yeah. We're exaggerating a little. It wasn't great. That's all. It was a little disappointing and
If you're a kid,
Not
do you
worth
think
it.
it's better?
Oh, yeah. I think this would be, if you're like an 8-year-old that likes to read little scary story things, I think you'd be into this.
I don't know.
I think even as a kid, I'd be like, "Where's the anthology?" You know what I mean? Like,
It's not kind of lacks visual language. Cinematography is. I mean,
I noticed it was raining in the CGI part with the gangly man. That was probably intentional.
I did notice a lot of weird continuity errors.
Yeah.
Like in this, like they're hardly worth mentioning because continuity errors happen. But like there was like it would cut to a reverse angle and like entire characters would disappear, and then it would cut back and they were there. I'd be
Right
like,
back there, yeah.
yeah, that was a weird edit. Like just like they must have straight up not have gotten that. I don't know.
all right, guys,
Anyways,
moving on.
Yep.
Yeah.
News.
shit.
We got the news.
What
we
we
got the news.
Dim news.
I want like a. You remember that that soundboard we used to use, or I guess it was on a keyboard.
Yeah.
You got the groove.
Oh yeah,
I want a version of that for the news. Like, you
It's
got
like a
the news.
basic sample.
You want a soundboard drop for something you could say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you search the internet for that?
Just a cooler, smoother voice. You know what I mean? You got the news.
Like that,
Something like that.
but smoother.
But
I mean,
smoother,
there's the drop.
smoother, creamier, saltier, sugarier.
Yes, more acidic.
I get it.
Yeah.
All right, get that.
All right. So,
You got the news.
Chris Nolan has a teaser trailer for Tenet, his next film.
Oh shit.
His next big budget motherfuck you summer fun, top down convertible, good time. Fuck you in your face. You're gonna watch this.
What is it about?
Well, it's that international spy thriller that
Oh
we're
fuck yeah. Okay.
It's essentially they didn't let him do James Bond, so he's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do it myself."
My own James Bond.
with Robert Pattinson and John David Washington.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck you.
Fuck yeah.
So he has a teaser trailer already. It's literally in production right now. So how the fuck did I don't know?
Well, look at his teaser for Dunkirk. It was one shot.
Oh yeah.
They did that for Inception too. They had maybe 3 shots that
awesome.
they put together and like threw
He
it
just
before the
knows
Dark Knight.
already what he's gonna show. That's so badass.
That's so sick.
They threw it before the Dark Knight. It was like, wait, what? Like, what the fuck is this? And all you like, literally, the only shot you see is Joseph Gordon-Levitt in the hallway, and it turns like once, and you're just like, wait, ah!
Yeah.
And then it's like Inception. That's it, dude. And it shows the fucking maze logo. Oh, down. Anyways,
Makes me want to rewatch Inception.
seriously, that'd be a really good throwback.
Yeah, that would
Dude.
be a good one.
All right.
Hey, real quick about Inception.
It would be an hour of me jerking off into this microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, just sucking Christopher Nolan's dick for an hour.
Do you remember when? When we all went to see Inception, I was 16, and
Yeah.
so they wouldn't. They were like, "Sorry, you can't see it," and I was like, "What the fuck?" So I had to go see Toy Story 1 in 3D by myself while everyone else watched Inception.
Wait, what was this?
Because you did that because of your own volition. We said buy a ticket to Toy Story and then come with us to watch Inception. You were like, I don't want to do that.
They were gonna kill me.
They would have caught me.
I was
Yeah.
like, dude, I've always done this. That's how. That's
So you literally watched Toy Story 3 by yourself?
No, Toy Story 1 in 3D.
wow. And then me.
Oh, they watched Inception.
Yeah.
and then
And I was like,
me-
"How was it, guys?"
And they were just like,
Me and Michael and John were just like, like what the fuck? And you're like, Toy Story 1 is pretty good.
oh my God.
Again.
That's so fucking
With his
funny.
3D glasses on. His fucking Buzz Lightyear motherfucker.
Oh, that is so funny.
You have like a T-Rex fucking like,
Oh, I
claw
wish.
thing.
But I mean, I get like it being in your situation because it's like I will have one ticket to Inception place, and they're like, you're not old enough, and like, well then I will have one ticket to Toy Story 1,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
And then just looking at your friends like
Yeah.
like it's not
But
gonna work out.
dude, it's theater employees. Do you realize
No, they don't
who
give a
works
fuck.
at theaters?
Yeah.
They're just like, yeah, go see another film, dude. Like that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
I thought it would be like
Nolan-
Logan's Run, and they're like, "Get the fuck back outside!"
Christopher Nolan comes in. He's like ID.
Yeah.
ID.
you're 1 year away from watching this film. Get the fuck out of here. You'll watch it on VHS, asshole.
My film was not intended for you.
So he has this teaser trailer for a movie that's currently in production that is showing currently now in theaters before Hobbs and Shaw, Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw in IMAX only, and is not available and probably will not be available
On the
online
internet. Oh,
whatsoever. That
It's
is
almost worth buying a ticket to
Right?
go
yes.
see it.
Oh, absolutely. Well, one Hobbs and Shaw is totally worth it. Go watch it. But his like display of just absolute like fucking like he's the maestro, dude.
Yeah.
He's the fucking man. He's like, I'm only gonna have this available on IMAX screens. Eat my dick.
Yeah. Yep.
He just has a smug like, what are you gonna do about it?
Right.
And everyone's
Watch
like,
it.
nothing. Like that's totally fine.
That's fine.
He's like, go fuck yourself, dude.
Studio's like, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever you want, sir. God damn it. I love
Please
that
keep
man.
making good
I love
movies.
that man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's well respected in like from every cinephile. Like he's in Nolan we trust. He's like the dude right now. Everything he
can't-
puts out is gold.
Exactly. You can't fuck with him, dude.
Yeah.
And I think we were just talking about Interstellar too, and like how, like you don't want to see that movie again.
No,
right?
No.
I can't watch that movie again because it's so heavy.
Yeah.
It's like heavy. It's so good.
You have to stay so invested to get all of the story out of it.
There's that, but I mean, it's also just like it just fucked me up emotionally. Like it's such a amazingly told story. It makes me. I guess like when I watch it, I'm like, fuck, like I want to make movies like this,
Right.
And
Yeah.
then so I can't watch it again.
No, totally.
Where
I
I'm
get
just
that.
like, where I'm just like, this is too good.
It's
too
too
good.
good. It's too good.
Yep. Plus, yeah, like
Those are all cinematic experiences. Every time you watch one of those, it's
Yeah.
just like fuck me, dude.
that on top of like you tack on the emotional weight of that film, like something about the way, like the family thing is one thing, but when you incorporate relativity and time, and then
you
like,
consult actual physicists about it, and
Yeah.
it's all right.
yeah, and then the fact that he goes to imagine going to a planet and knowing every minute on there is a year.
Yeah.
Your child ages, or like you
Yeah.
literally a lifetime goes by while you're on this planet, and you go back and you read messages of someone that is aged.
And like,
holy fucking shit, that was heavy.
Yeah.
Like that was
Yeah.
the heaviest shit, and he has to do it to save humanity.
Yeah.
Basically. So
Yeah.
it's like, well, that is the heaviest shit I've ever seen. on
I always
film.
forget he did Interstellar just because it's like, in my mind, is like a classic movie that's always existed.
Yeah,
You know what I
it's
mean?
like on that level.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's so impactful. And then to follow that up with Dunkirk, like,
Oh, so good.
dude, it's a fucking masterpiece.
Dude, shout out to him having no Oscars, by the way.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
No.
Meanwhile, Shape of Water.
Yeah,
yeah.
what the
Shout.
fuck?
Speaking of Guillermo del Toro,
Oh no, never mind. I'm good. Yeah, no,
Shape of Water's trash.
yeah.
I didn't even see it, and I can say that.
It was all right.
is.
It's
just
exactly
kidding, I
what
don't
you
know.
think it will be when you watch it.
Well, I mean, shout out to Monster Design, but also like fucking. It's just he gets snubbed so hard, it sucks.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and then they've given Alfonso Cuarón his 10th Oscar
I know.
because he
God
made a
damn.
movie he made a movie.
You remember?
It's black and white.
Yeah. Do you remember? I
Couldn't
wasn't.
take 5 minutes of that movie. I tried. I was like, this is
Yeah. Fuck that shit.
a chore.
Yeah. Do you remember? I think it was the last Oscars where it was Daniel Day-Lewis was sitting there just like waiting for my best actor Oscar.
Yeah.
Because he was in the Phantom Thread, and then
Yeah.
like you could just see him and Christopher Nolan just like, I hope to God I win something. I know I deserve it. And then
Yeah.
everyone else around them won something, and they were just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you could just see them like fucking
It's all
fuck you
just
guys.
bought and paid for trash.
Yeah.
It's just political, bought and paid for by
Fucking
studios.
Bullshit.
Sucks. Yeah.
The fact that La La Land won so many goddamn awards. The fact that The Artist one year won so many awards.
You know exactly why that won.
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
Because it's like there's the political thing, but like, it's like, it's a movie.
Who jerks Hollywood off the most this year?
Exactly.
Is who wins.
Oh, a film about old Hollywood, and the Academy's a bunch of old white men. So they're like,
Yeah.
oh, I remember this
Yeah.
type of film.
Don't you know we're woke now, and whoever has the biggest sob story of the 60s gets the Oscar?
And the fact that they didn't give Moonlight, it's like proper, like
Yeah.
you've won the Oscar. Congratulations. They're
that
like,
was
La
fucked.
La Land. Oh wait, Moonlight. Here you go.
Oh my god!
Like, tell me that's not like a little jab at like this.
their moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't even. It went on for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Like, La La
and then
Land
he was
got
like,
to the
oh,
stage. Like La La Land got to the stage.
Yeah.
And started talking.
Yep.
dude, if I was in a position of leadership in any capacity when that happened, everyone would be without a job
Yeah.
that had
Yeah.
to do with that.
Yes.
You would be on the fucking street. I would make
Warren
damn
Beatty's
sure.
just like, I'm gonna burn this mother down.
dude,
Yeah.
Oh god.
Shit. Yeah, dude.
so triggered.
For real. I would be like, that's it. You're all blacklisted.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
not working ever.
You're blacklisted.
Go to fucking North Carolina now. So anything else on Nolan's trailer? Is it news? Where are we?
Yeah,
We
the
just went on-
news.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right. Game. Let's do a game and fuck
Let's
off.
fucking wrap it up.
Yeah.
Fucking
What kind of game?
Just a movie.
Oh, god damn it. I bought some fucking movie trivia and I forgot it.
Damn it.
Damn,
I shouldn't even said it just now.
that sucks.
Sorry, guys.
Should have said nothing.
Oh, guys, we could have done something real fun this week. To listeners,
never
Too bad we're
mind.
not.
Never mind. Too bad we're not.
Let's get Alexa to play the movie trivia game, no?
Okay, let's try.
Alexa, let's play the movie trivia game.
Oh, God.
Here's your fact. Disney turned down a chance to make Back to the Future, claiming the mother/son relationship was too risque. Do you want to rate movie trivia?
That's
No.
not even movie trivia. That's a
You're
fucking
not
fact.
playing?
Jesus.
What the fuck was that? Do you want to
What?
rate movie trivia? That wasn't trivia.
That was good trivia, Alexa. I give that one a 7 out of 10. Okay.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Let's try quotes.
Okay, Alexa, let's play the movie quotes game.
Welcome to the movie quotes trivia game. Are you ready to begin the game?
Yes.
What? That's not it.
Are you ready to begin the game?
Yes.
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 She has Alzheimer's.
Okay, here's your first movie quote. He may have been your father, Quill, but he wasn't your daddy.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Oh, that's the fucking...
Too bad. Your answer of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 was incorrect. This movie quote was from the movie Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Are you ready for your second movie quote?
Why?
Fucking bitch!
Are you ready for your second movie quote?
Oh, no! You fucking bitch! Eat my dick!
Okay, we will wrap up this game.
Yeah!
Your score was 0 out of 5 questions.
No,
Thanks for
0
playing
out
the
of
movie
1,
quotes
and it was
trivia game.
actually 1 out of 1. Shut up! Stop!
Welcome to There Are Too Many Movies.
Could you?
Yeah, just yeah. Just end it. Thank you for
Fucking bitch, man!
shout out to my neighbors. Like us on Instagram, please, if you could.
Listen, you cock-sucking motherfuckers.
Fuck.
Watch the
easy.
show. Listen to the show.
Easy. Tell them.
Tell your motherfucking friends about us. All right? Is that simple
Please,
enough?
please say please. Please
Fuck
like us.
you.
Please follow
Fuck
us.
that. Do it now or die in a fire. You fucking motherfuckers.